Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, we are from group 4. We'll present our assignment under the title Participant Roles. Our group consists of myself, M.Hafiz Firdaus, Juan Aulia, Reka Angriani, and Suziana. Alright, without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright, first, participant roles. Participant roles indicate relationships between a verb and possibly other predicators, and the referring expressions in a sentence. For example, John opened the door with the key. Types of participant roles. First, agent, affected, instrument, location, beneficiary, experiencer, and theme. First, agent. The agent of a sentence is a person deliberately carrying out the action described. For example, John opened the door with the key. A burglar ransacked my house. My mother's imari bowl was broken by a thief. Affected. The affected participant is the thing, not usually a person, although it may be, upon which the action is carried out. In many cases, the thing changed by the action in the most obvious way. For example, John opened the door with the key. Muriel dealt the cards carefully to each player. The tree was felled by a single blow from Paul's axe. Instrument. The instrument is the thing, hardly over a person, by means of which the action is carried out. For example, the key opened. Seymour sliced the salami with a knife. Hamish used a screwdriver to open the tin. Location. The role of location is played by any expression referring to the place where the action described by a sentence takes place. For example, Caesar was assassinated in Rome. I'm meeting Dick at Waverly Station. Tallahassee is humid in summer. Beneficiary. The beneficiary is the person for whose benefit or to whose detriment the action described by the sentence is carried out. It is usually assumed that the beneficiary, if mentioned, is distinct from both the agent and the affected. For example, Keith gave. Experiencer. The experiencer is typically a person who is mentally aware of, perceives, or experiences the action or state described by the sentence, but who is not in control of the situation. Experiencer characteristics can also sometimes be attributed to animals. For example, the children heard the loud noise. Jane saw a movie last night. Janice became sick when she heard the news. The thunder was heard by everyone. Theme. The theme participant is a thing or person whose location is described, or a thing or person that is perceived by an experiencer. For example, the children heard the loud noise. Jack saw a play last week. The Honda belongs to Jim. Grammatical positions in the sentence. First, subject position. Preceding main verb. For example, John opened the door with the key. The worker moved the beam with the crane. Second, object position. Immediately following main verb. For example, John opened the door with the key. The worker moved the beam with the crane. The third, complement position. After the verb, but not immediately, often after preposition. For example, John opened the door with the key. The worker moved the beam with the crane. The possible combination of role and grammatical position. First, The dynamite blew the safe open. Second, the hut was set alight by vandals. Third, Alfred burned the cakes. Fourth, Charles built Emily a mahogany bookcase. Fifth, Sidney swatted the fly with his hat. Role frame of a verb. Participant roles can be included in the dictionary. Proponents of the notion of role envisage that in the dictionary entry for each verb in the language there will be a role frame, indicating what roles must be and what roles may be mentioned in connection with the verb. For example, John opened the door. The key opened the door. The door opened.